All right, so let's solve a few of these linear equations that have special circumstances. We're going to do one where it's got no solutions. The equation has no solutions. We'll do another where the equation has infinite solutions, and we'll do a third one where it has only one solution, and we'll find the solution. All right, so let's do number one here. 2x minus 5 plus 3x equals 6x minus 3 plus, in parentheses, 2 minus x. So a couple things I'm going to do right off the bat. I'm going to combine like terms as much as I can on each side of the equal sign. So 2x plus 3x is 5x. So I'm going to write 5x minus 5 on this side of the equal sign. And then on the other side, even though there's parentheses here, this is a 1. This is an assumed 1 in front of the parentheses. So it's not going to change anything. So this is going to be plus 1 times 2, which is just plus 2, plus 1 times negative x, which is just minus x. So in reality, I can just ignore those parentheses. So therefore, I can combine 6x minus x, 6x minus x, and that's 5x. And then minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1. So now I've got 5x minus 5 equals 5x minus 1. So I'm just going to tell you that you can, and you've already heard me say this before, but you can solve this now. You can stop now and say the answer. However, if you're not sure about it, if you don't remember why I say that, let's go ahead and continue answering this. So why don't I add 5 to both sides? So I'm going to add 5 here and add 5 here. These cancel. And I'm just going to get rid of that x for a second. So those two cancel, so I'm left with just 5x equals, then I have a 5x on this side, and then minus 1 plus 5 is plus 4. So that's fine, but I want all the x's on one side, all the constants on the other, so I'm going to subtract 5x from this side, minus 5x from this side, and perhaps you can already see this coming. 5x's cancel, 5x's cancel, and I get 0 equals 4. Well, 0 doesn't equal 4, so this is no solution. But let's go back up to the top where I said we could figure this out right now. This is true in all equations. If the variable part is exactly the same on both sides of the equal sign, and the constant part is different, then you can just go straight to no solution. And the reason for that is no matter what I multiply times 5, in other words, no matter which number I put in for x, let's just choose a random number. Let's say x is 2. We put a 2 in for x, and I put a 2 in here. I'm going to get 10 on both sides. So they'll be exactly the same. So nothing changes. So if that term is always going to be exactly the same no matter which value I put in for x, then all we care about is what happens with the constant. And if the constants are different, then it's never going to be equal. It's never going to add up. So that's why this is no solution, and that's why you can make that declaration as early as when you get simplified on both sides of the equal sign. If the variables and the coefficients of the variable are exactly the same on both sides, and if the constants are different, then there's no solution. If that confuses you and you're not sure that you are ready to understand that, you're not sure you got it, then just work it out like we do with our algebra on all of our multi-step equations, and you'll end up with something like this. 0 equals 4, and that will be no solution.